I was so loud about my sinful life. I led many people to sin in my younger days just because people looked up to me for whatever reason. We all influence each other in some ways. I started smoking weed very, very young, and I always posted about that. And I know that I definitely influenced my friends at the time and other people that would watch me on social media. And anyway, what started off as like a fun thing turned into years and years of smoking, and not even just that, drinking at a young age, listening to secular music, fornication. I was in a very worldly relationship, very young, boasted about so many things that were worldly. Obviously, I was young, and at the time, I didn't have the conviction, but nonetheless, this is why I will be just as loud, if not louder, about Jesus Christ. He literally saved me from the lowest points of my life, and I influenced a lot of people in my darkest days, and not in a good way, right? So now that Jesus Christ has saved me and I see things from the biblical standpoint, from spiritual standpoint, and I understand the path that I was on and how Jesus literally saved my life and did a 360 in me, I will always boast about Jesus and be just as loud, if not louder, about my faith, because hopefully I can influence those same people or different people. I'm not gonna lie, when I first was called to do this, like I said, I've been called for a long time, but I knew that I just didn't have the strength to stop living in willful sin, which is so bad to say, but it's just so true. Like, I literally knew that I was gonna have to crucify so many things about myself. And weed being included, that was actually a very strong hold that the devil had on me for a long time. And I was like, there's just no way that I can be credible, but I can't come up here and say things when I'm willfully living away. And God finally brought me to the end of myself, to say the least, and I put down those habits. I'm still wringing out sin constantly, not perfect, but willful sin, I definitely have cut off practices